Guys, gals, and MPals, amigas, amigos, y non-binarios, Tanchi, bonsoir, and welcome to an exciting episode of Are the Straights Okay? Now, I know what you're thinking. This is not normally what you'd see on this channel. We do a lot of documentaries and stuff, but we also like to have some fun. And I want to say this. Right now, the world, it seems a little bit, fucked. The technical term, I think that's the word they're going with. Fucked right now. And, you know, you might have some stress as a result of everything that is taking place around the planet, whether that be COVID or that be, let's just say, potential world wars or climate change. I mean, it's always there, always waiting. Which is one of the reasons why I think it's important for us to also have a laugh. And this is one that I think everyone can participate in. It doesn't matter if you're gay or straight, or maybe you're a little combination of the two like myself. It's always appropriate to have a laugh at straight people being strange. But particularly strange, especially because this is coming at a time right now when the LGBTQ plus community is usually targeted by weird straight people. Now there's based allies and amazing straight people, and those are the ones who are probably going to enjoy this video as well, because again, when we explore the wonderful world of Are the Straights Okay, anything can happen. So this is r/Are the Straights Okay, and it has a bevy, a collection if you will, a cornucopia of just some of the most outrageous and amazing things that straight people are currently working through. No fault divorce is legal. Just fucking do it if you're filled with this much hate. Your wife has only 5 hours to live. I'm so sorry. No need to say sorry, doc. I'd lived for 20 years with her. I think I can manage more 5 hours. Not totally grammatically perfect, but I think this is one of those that I will classify under my wife, as in like my shit wife, you know? Oh, really sucks having a wife, you know? Just the old ball and chain, really wish she didn't exist, you know? Really wish she wasn't, you know, alive. It's funny, right? It's funny. It's right. Honey, tie me up and do whatever you want. Honey? Yeah, beautiful woman that you could have, let's just say, enthusiastic consensual sex with, but you know what's even better? Fishing with the boys! Go and fish with your boys, get your beer! Oh yeah, oh sweet delicious, oh succulent beer. Disgusting things to say about a baby. My brother's baby just turned 1, and he's already dressing like a stripper. My guess is he'll have the prom queen knocked up by age 11. What the fuck? What? What the fuck? What? Okay, so don't sexualize. See, babies could be naked. They often are when they are in the tub and stuff like that. They're babies. They run around and do baby shit. You shouldn't be looking at babies and thinking about just stupid sexy babies. God damn it. So I'll classify this one under yikes. Massive ass yikes. Huge yikes. Marriage is when you find someone who's worth being annoyed by forever. My wife, it really does suck being, again, in a loving relationship with someone who I definitely enjoy and like to hang out with. It's good stuff. I just noticed I'm coming out of the closet. There we go. Now no one will know my shame. I think. This is the pig I have sex with when you have a headache. That's a sheep. I'm talking to the fucking sheep. So we have the meta of my wife here, because not only is it my wife, you know, my annoying wife, my bitch wife, who I don't enjoy. I don't enjoy having sex with you because you remind me of a filthy animal. It's doing a new layer here. I think it's kind of like I both doth have my concubine, as you can see, but even they now annoy me. So again, it's a little bit more intense, square, if you will. It's my wife square is how this one works. Posted with the caption, they, quote, look so adorable. They are toddlers. My brother went on a date with his little girlfriend and he is so in love. See, the thing with this one is that LGBTQ plus people have to deal with a lot of accusations that they're always sexualizing children, which just isn't the case. Like if a man wears a wig, he's not actually trying to sexualize children. He's probably performing by wearing a wig. That's why we would put the wig on. So when it comes to this one and the two kids you see before you, I really do have to say that, like, why is it just because two children are hanging out and having pizza that they're dating each other, that it's romantic, you know? Because again, this kind of feels like the thing that would pretty frequently be utilized against the queers. My partner just sent me this. Texas, wife and dog missing. Reward for dog. A lot of my wife, I kind of feel like a lot of people in these relationships aren't happy. And you know what? I currently, like, I'm I am on paper in a long-term relationship with a woman, and I am a man. And even though I am occasionally attracted to men, this is I would say on paper I'm pretty what the Christian conservatives would call in a good place, right? In a good place to start a family, perhaps, things like this. But I wouldn't want to do that if I hated her. if I genuinely hated her, why? So we gotta do this for what? Like 40 years, 50 years, 60 years. That's how long we gotta keep doing this. I gotta keep having sex with someone who I am not attracted to at all. I just terrible, horrible sex, just the worst. So much so that I would genuinely consider replacing you with a sheep or a pig, an animal of some kind, you know, to have sex with. Yes, I would contemplate bestiality rather than have sex with why straight people? I don't understand this. It sounds horrible. It sounds deeply unpleasant and not something that anyone should participate in, to be honest with you. Why do people get married if they just hate their spouse? What, yet again? This is called, quote, having a job. You're offered $50,000, but if you accept it, the person you hate most in the entire world gets $100,000. Are you taking it? Of course I take it. Me and the wife both get paid. My bestie saw this on a car. Dad, boy, girl, mom. The fucking snake. Mom, you serpent. Have you not read the Bible, mother? Oh, nothing to see here, children. Your mom's is just about to create original sin and shit. And parlay. Found this on an education page. Don't know much about birds, but I can easily identify the husband in this picture. The husband's the one being yelled at because my bitch wife. Yeah. Because, you know, fuck that bitch. Yeah, so that's my annoying bitch wife who I have to live with for 60 years. I mean, if I'm lucky, maybe I'll get sick and die before then, but otherwise, the plan is pretty much, my bitch wife. The old ball and chain, if you will. Finally understand that expression later in life, you know. Again, I don't understand why do you all want to be married in relationships with people who make you deeply unhappy? It's like, it's perfectly normal to be in a relationship and have fights or have bad moments or even have bad, encounters with each other in one way or another. But at the end of the day, hopefully you can work through them, you can iron them out, you can work together, partnerships, if you will, a give and take. There's gonna be some sacrifices on the behalf of the dudes. All right, my dudes, if you're dudes watching this, like, yeah, it's not normal for us to expect women to cook and clean and be our domestic servants. It's just weird, you know, and it's a weird dynamic that doesn't help anyone. And it's so I would say, dudes, let's step up. Let's all learn how to do our own laundry, how to cook and clean, wash, stuff like that. Hey, you might even get a Roomba if you want to save yourself some time. Everyone's happy then, right? You get little robot servants. But that's just like one very a clear example. And yeah, I don't think just consistent yelling, like, so say if you have a wife and she is someone who is yelling at you all the time for everything, just even the smallest things. It's like, how could you have done this? It's like, done what? My shoes are not in the closet. Like, in long term, I don't know if this is going to be right for you. I like, you know, maybe the man thing to do in this, the alpha dog thing, the thing that, you know, you should really separate yourself from the pack is just not be with the annoying woman that you don't like. If she's annoying and she's a bad person, or she treats you bad or makes you feel like shit, because yeah, women can make men feel like shit. We don't have a lot of experience exploring our emotions, and so yeah, that can happen, and then all of a sudden we break down. So if that's the case, maybe it's for the best, you know? You could find someone who is not your bitch wife, you know? AITA for calling my wife useless as a joke. I'm a 31-year-old male. I've been married to my wife, 32, for about 4 months now. She works from home and I work on a contract basis. We both make enough money and live with my parents. I love cooking and she doesn't like it, but still tries to cook for everyone about once a week. It is her an insecurity for her that she can't cook as well or much. I keep reassuring her that she doesn't need to because me and my dad cook most of the time. Your dad's here, okay. She doesn't need to at all. There's a traditional tea of hers that I used to hate at first, but whenever she made it, it grew on me. I told her last night to soak it for me too, and she was quite surprised apologize because I never drink it. She forgot to soak it, and obviously I don't mind, especially because she has an extremely demanding day at work today. She didn't even have lunch. I love her and respect her, and so does my dad. However, in the evening, I asked her if she had soaked the tea. She said she forgot, and I joked back, "You're such a useless wife." My dad was there. She laughed, but wrote a message to me on WhatsApp telling me that I was an asshole. In it, my dad did not laugh or participate when I said it. Also, I've apologized profusely, but she refuses to forgive me. Oh no. I just got one question. Was it worth it? Was it worth it at the end of the day? I mean, okay. If it was worth it. Moonpig Mother's Day cards are just no. To the best boobies this Mother's Day. I love boobs. Hashtag boob. What the fuck? Straight people. What the fuck are you doing? What are the same people who are going to protest all day in front of like a drag queen story hour? Are you the ones who are giving these to your partners? Yeah, the little boy sure does love titties, like his daddy. Maybe daddy gets a little sip, and then baby gets a maybe both at the same time, huh? Like, what the fuck? Why do you have to make this all so weird? You know, like some of the same people who have such massive hangups about like women breastfeeding in public. It's like disgusting. How dare she? Oh, this is pornographic. How is it pornographic, my dude? Is it pornographic because you want to suck on her tits and drink the milk? Okay then, that's you. This is a you problem. You are the one who is getting horny by seeing someone feeding their child. Otherwise, just stay out of their business. Maybe just let them feed their kid. It does not seem unreasonable, to be completely honest with you. This is just wow. I will say as of now, this just in its current iteration of r the straights okay is the worst I've seen. This is as bad as it gets, and while it probably can get worse and will, yikes, just massive yikes. What's with the constant hate of marriages? Pick one. Lose a finger, launch a 10-inch circular saw blade spinning at 3,000 RPM into your gut or into your wife's head like a fucking Beyblade. Beyblade, let it rip. I'm not familiar with a Beyblade. Beyblade, let it rip. I mean, if you're lucky, it sells cheaper than divorce. Le me foul. Le me foul. I hate my partner. I hate her so much. Again, I just, maybe a lot of this could be avoided if we just had better conversations starting earlier in life about things like enthusiastic consent and partnerships, happiness. Men, open up your emotions more. Please don't be with women who make you feel like shit. If women are making you feel like trash, women are nagging you, if they're annoying to you, if you hate them, if you every single day, then do not be with that woman anymore. It's not making you healthy. It's not happy. She's not good. She's not a good person. Please leave. Just don't. Why? I don't see why you all punish yourselves. And for what? So you can drop these murder fantasies on the internet? Oh, this makes it all worth it at the end of the day, you know? I was thinking the other day that I really hate my wife and don't want to be in the relationship anymore. But I gotta say, having the ability to make a few murder fantasy jokes on the internet that may seriously get my computer on a list makes it all worth it. And parlay. One thing about being with a man in your early 20s is that you get to experience motherhood without having a kid yet. Oh, okay, so it's nice. We finally have something in the opposite direction, which is the men are stupid category, you know, or the men are giant babies, or men dumb. You know, maybe we can file that under man dumb thing, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, there are times when dudes can be a little bit like Neanderthals, shall we say. That does happen from time to time, but not all men, I'll add. Certain people are not like that at all. There are some people who are actually dramatically different. It's the whole monolith thing, really, you know, like not all dudes. And I also don't totally understand why it's kind of like, so I'm with a big man baby. My man's a baby. I gotta wash him. He doesn't clean his asshole. He's got a very filthy body. I gotta scrub him down like a baby. I feed him like a baby. Yeah, I mean, there might be some overlap with this one and the dudes who are obsessed with the whole milk fetish porn. Was looking for anniversary card ideas. Too many were things like this. We have been together for 1 year. 1 year too long, if you ask me. 15 years, and you still haven't smothered me in my sleep. Yet. Happy anniversary. You like it? It's a mood ring. My husband gave it to me as part of his early warning system. Again, why are you all so unhappy? Why are you all doing this to yourselves? Like, why? And why does it have to be murder? It's like, does it have to go that far? Could you not have gotten a divorce before the murder fantasies began, or break up? Or I mean, if you want to avoid common law, you could do it before like the 6-month mark or something to that effect. I don't know. It's why are you forcing this on yourself? There's a lot of people on the earth, like 7 or 8 billion. I think we're almost at 8 billion. So there's other opportunities. There will be. Disney shirts for men who hate their wives. My favorite Disney villain is my wife. My favorite Disney prince is my husband. So I think both of you are unhappy, right? Because you got to deal with this, and then it's kind of like, but he's my prince. Like, that doesn't sound great. He doesn't really seem like your prince. No, he thinks that you're Ursula. Yeah, he's like, you're Ursula. Yeah, and you're like, but you're Prince Charming. He's like, yeah, but you a tentacle creature. You're just a disgusting, scary tentacle. No. You basically need a giant ship to crash directly into your gullet and murder you for all time. That's my sentiments. So sure, I'll be Prince Charming. This is it's working out for both of us. Married life. All you find is mistakes in anything I say for the last 20 years. 21 years. You dumb fuck. And now I'm going to take the sweet chilies and offer you a hand job for the first time in 20 years. What happened? Your girl during courting. 3 years of marriage. That's when they turn into the demon creature. They start out like Mother Earth. Every man wants to fuck Mother Earth. Oh, hells yeah. What you got going on there, girl? You got a little fertility, some branches, giving the gift of life? Hells yeah. And then look at this. The demon that you married. Did you take out the garbage? Did you do the dishes? Well, then you die. What are some games other than Russian roulette where you have to put your life at stake? Yeah, marriage! What the fuck? Why are you so unhappy? All of you. You're all so unhappy. Oh. Not living your truths, I gotta say. Have to re-upload this with some adjustments, but yes. Here we have a child who's playing with water balloons, and the comments are just feral. The one about trans people is just straight up unhinged. You're gonna have to watch him when he gets older. Looks like grandbabies are in your future. Why? Doing this? Why? Who's making you do this? This is, we're on the internet. This is all free. All of the the internet is free. Why are you posting receipts of yourself? I just think, oh my god, it's. As George Strait says, it just comes natural. Glad my son isn't the only one. Good boy. Stay away from my daughter, but I'd be a proud dad if he was my son! No! No! Please, stop! Just stop! Stop talking how you want your children to impregnate other children, the kids! Let the kids be kids! Oh my god. How is this a thing? And people are bringing guns to drag shows and screaming out about groomers and pedophiles. Meanwhile, it's like the very same, I'm serious, the very same dudes who are going to spend all day at the fucking drag show are then going home and going on the internet and being like, ooh, well, nice picture of a young lad. He sure could inseminate my child. Would be proud if he did, but not my daughter. Just gonna keep him away from my daughter. Because you know what he'll do? He'll fuck her. I'd monitor his YouTube and internet use more closely. What are you all doing? What are you all? Is this real? I know it's been blurred for, I guess, the protection of pedophilia light, pedophilia suggestive, like PDF file. Sorry, PDF file suggestive. It's very PDF file. But is it real? Are people actually this like openly sick? Makes a dad proud. Hey, we've got a straight one here. The trans community can get their grubby hands on this guy. Nope, no hormone blockers for this champ. What? do you genuinely think that's what, like, the trans agenda is trying to turn everyone trans? They're coming after you, and they're gonna get your kids. Those rascally little children. Well, he's an ass man. It's genetics, apparently. Lol. Well, I mean, your dad's an ass man, so that little boy. There's no end to this shit. I have seen this where there are an actual, like, video, it's like a genre of straight dads taking their little kids to Hooters and being like, oh, looks like the little boy already wants some ass. Oh yeah, little boy's a tit man, just like his old daddy. Yeah, now both of us can go here. And you're like, what the fuck? What's going? So wait, if a man puts on a wig and reads a children's story to kids, that's sexual abuse. But if a father takes his own kids to see, let's say, a more tasteful version of strippers, then at that point, he in fact has committed no crimes and is just celebrating the heterosexuality of his boy. Yes, good job, son. You really are drooling over those titties like your old man would. I'm proud of you. I mean, anything's better than him being a gay, okay? Imagine trying to avoid your wife in the afterlife. Shocking creeper entity caught on video. Paranormal. Lockdowns. No worries, guys. It's just me coming home completely drunk and trying to avoid my wife seeing me. Looks like I've been busted. Again, if you're in a relationship in which your partner does not want you to ever have fun, go out, see your friends, or be inebriated from time to time, then that's probably not a healthy relationship. Contrary, if you are inebriated all the time, like every single day, if you just come home wasted and your partner does not want to deal with that, because not everyone would want to deal with that, then yes, it's perfectly acceptable for her to be like, I do not want to be in a relationship with you anymore, because you're extremely drunk, just exceptionally, extremely drunk. You're very, very drunk. Yeah. So, anyways. That feeling, the little kid told her dad she had a boyfriend, and his response was a long, overprotective lecture where he said he'd only be your boyfriend to tell Jack no, because daddy's my boyfriend. What the fuck? No, there's no picture for this one. You know what? I've heard and seen enough. I'll just move on. My husband and I have a 7-year-old daughter together, Layla. A few months ago, Layla got a boyfriend, Lucas. They are both 7, so it's obviously not a real relationship. They just hold hands sometimes, and they drew each other's hearts for Valentine's Day. This week, Layla was apparently holding hands with another boy, who also sent Layla a Valentine's Day love letter, and Lucas took offense to it. We found out because Lucas's parents called us to tell Lucas won't be coming over to us this Saturday like it was originally planned, because he's mad at Layla. My husband wants to punish Layla and wants me to have a talk with her about faithfulness. At first, I thought he was joking, but no, he was serious. He says that Layla cheated on Lucas and I, as her mother should do something about it. I told my husband that Layla is 7. Yes, you are correct. Yes, I would say there's probably not going to have to be too much of a schism between people understanding or misinterpreting what is taking place here. Yeah. So because of the whole 7, she's 7. So let her be 7. I guess because she's a kid. He then accused me of raising a cheater. What the fuck is wrong with you? My daughter's not loyal to that other 7-year-old boy. When they were taking crayons out, she was pocketing a couple of the blue. I saw her pocket the blue ones. She's not gonna be too loyal to my mans. Is it just like, father never raised a cheater? Oh, daddy never raised a cheater. Daddy raised a celibate, faithful, clean woman. What? She's 7. She's not really looking to date. Most likely just looking to have fun and play with other kids. Why are you sexualizing a 7-year-old dude? This is the strangest meme I've ever seen. 700-year-old skeleton of a married couple. The wife is still arguing. And I think on that note, we're going to end our exploration for the day of, are the straights okay? Because my assessment would be clearly not. They are not okay. They're not doing great. And that's unfortunate. I mean, my message to the straights would probably be, if you're deeply, deeply unhappy about the relationship that you're in with your partner, don't be in it anymore. If she treats you like garbage, if she's a bad woman, if she's mean, if she insults you, if she's verbally abusive or physically abusive, you're probably worth more, my dudes, than being in a relationship where you were consistently complaining about your wife. Although I do have a sneaking suspicion in some of these relationships, you might be a little bit of the problem as well. I'm just guessing, if you see the world in which a person who sometimes may have a reasonable request, like, hey, could you help me clean because I'm not a domestic bang maid, if they're also like, I think she's screaming at me when she does that, like to the point where it's like the 700-year-old scale. Well, then at which point, you know, what more can be said? And the straights are not okay. Thank you for watching, everyone. I just wanted to quickly say, if you enjoyed this video and me kind of having fun and being silly with kind of, you know, these kind of topics, let me know in the comments, because I will keep making these videos and make them more often, because I do enjoy making them, and I think it is cathartic to laugh, and it makes us all feel a little bit better about sometimes the fucked up world. You're valid. I love you. I will see you soon. Do you enjoy the Serfs but prefer not to have to use your eyeballs? Many are saying this. Well, we've got the solution for you. It's the Serf Times in podcast form, available on most major podcasting networks now. If you enjoy it, please consider leaving a good review and feedback, because it really helps the show out, apparently, and it's free, just like the podcast.
To our gods, Xander Corvus and Peyton L. Juste, we shall spend many a generations building mighty cathedrals in your honor. To our monarch, Tom Spiker, we are but your oafish jesters, here to offer you a laugh at any opportunity. To our brave knights of the Round Table, Rachel K., Izzy Solidarity, Victoria Bell, Sebastian Demel, Mark Harmon, Benji Arney, Scary Earth Human, Tony, DM Rivera, Resident Scarecrow, Sir Nickus, Cheryl Alvarez, Ruby Kelly, Brandon, Words Greenwood, Everything Important, Hegbert Celine, Matthew Scarborough, Stellar Vision, Ariane McCarthy, Doug Cady, Daniel Sutton, Jenna Tao, Dark Puppy, Quiet One 85, Anna Loves Riley, Omni, Riley and Anna, Poodlehawk, Multimondi, Trevbot EXE, Brian Ephraim, Anthropophojak, Catherine, Ramon Acosta, Incosin, Ralph Parler, Violent Orchard, Political Puppy, La Media Panza, Todd Buckingham, and Todd La Jeunesse. We salute our valiant heroes off to fight injustice everywhere.